It's unbelievable how well you've held up.
I wondered if this too was a result of the power the baby gave me.
Right, you're due in the meeting room. The big dogs are waiting. I gave your suit a polish so you'd be at least somewhat presentable.
Thank you,
Not
I
even
guess.
a fragment. None of the baby remained on me. I knew it to be true, but still couldn't help looking at my palm for a sign. Never again would I encounter the baby. Never. The
Sadly, this is
finality
true.
of it struck me once again.
Poor Samus.
Mission completed. The planet Zetus was annihilated, and all Metroids were exterminated.
A simple report, almost dull even, but it felt momentous to me.
Yeah, you did a great job.
I don't know how much time passed since then. Days went by in their quiet way, and people's recollections of Metroids and space pirates grew nebulous over time, relegated to a past concern of the galactic communities. Nothing more than a faded memory. Codename Baby's Cry. A common SOS with the urgency of a baby crying. The nickname comes from the fact that the purpose of the signal is to draw attention. The signal was coming from a remote part of space. I altered the course of my ship as if this detour had already been part of my flight plan. Baby's cry. It was as though it was crying specifically for me.
There we go. Now the game really begins. You know, is it just me? Or does Samus's ship look like a Metroid? Sometimes you get these search interludes or examine. At some points in the game, you have to examine a certain object in the screen in order to continue. In this case, you have to examine the logo.
Galactic Federation.
Right. Let's explore this ship or whatever it is. Oh yeah, I didn't mention the menu yet. There's the story, of course, which means you can always check where you have to go or what happened recently. Here's your status screen. We have a normal beam, missiles, morph ball and normal bomb, power suit, nothing in the miscellaneous section yet. The energy parts are like the pieces of heart of Legend of Zelda, which means if you collect 4 you get another energy tank. The actual charges are new to this game, and if you collect more it will allow you to charge your charge beam quicker, which will help immensely. Apart from that, we will also gather recovery tanks, but I'll tell you more about those as we get one. And of course we have to get a lot of missile upgrades and energy tanks, and a lot of upgrades.
Fancy meeting you here, princess. Remember me?
Anthony,
There's only one person who calls me princess, and that person is Anthony Higgs of the Galactic Federation Army.
Haven't seen you since that last mission. Hey, and your buddy's here too.
I wonder what mission he's talking about.
Adam Malkovich, a general in the Galactic Federation Army. Not only a trusted confidant, but also my former superior officer. Yes, there was a time when I was enrolled in the Galactic Federation Army. And then I was young and inexperienced. As the result of a certain incident, I left Adam's command and set out on my path as a solitary bounty hunter.
What are you doing here?
The first words out of his mouth were typical coming from Adam. To answer his question, I recounted the details of what had brought me to this place, and then I asked what circumstances led the Federation here.
That information is not for an outsider.
Nice.
The word he so obviously chose, outsider,
I'd punch him, but
pierced my heart.
I'm not Samus.
Commander, we're all prepped.
No dice. I think our only option is to use the laser to slowly burn our way through. This is gonna take a while.
The electrical system here is out, and we can't get the barrier wall to open. We tried using explosives, but it's tricky to pull off without collateral damage. What we need is some way to focus the power onto one centralized location.
Oh, you mean me? Like this, guys. See? Piece of cake.
All right. I'm gonna go on ahead.
1 Samus, 0 Galactic Federation Army. I'm gonna keep score.
Adam hadn't authorized it, but I decided to remain on site for the sake of the others.
Ah, jeez. Has decided not to use bombs or missiles until Adam authorizes them. You're telling me we lost those already? Yup. Damn. That sucks. Oh, guess what? Characters were added. Throughout the story we can see the status of these characters, and more will be added as we go through the story. I'll check with this menu from time to time. So right now all we have is a normal beam and a charge shot. and a morph ball. Not much, huh? But that's how all Metroid games begin. You start out weak and build up. Strolling through the ship on my own.